We are in the middle of a very cold time of year here in Pennsylvania. So unfortunately, I haven't been making a ton of progress in the shop. Even with the heater running, it's so windy. The feels like is usually between 5 positive and 5 negative Fahrenheit, and it's just too cold for me to process and work and think. So I'm down here in my machine shop. This is where I do all my lathe and mill work and things that I can do in here. I really like working down here, especially this time of year, because our wood stove is right on the other side of this wall, and it makes it so nice. It's about 75, 77 degrees down here right now, and it's blowing and snowing outside. That being said, I didn't want you to be completely in the dark. I am working on the new project as much as I can. As you can see here in my hands are some really beautiful steel wheels. These are the wheels that I'm going to run most of the time on the new project. Obviously it's got Jeep axles, so I can mix and match with my other vehicles, but I wanted the wheels and tires on this project to kind of set it apart from other projects. So let's get right into it. These are OEM steel wheels from a company called the Wheelsmith. I reached out to them. I needed a custom wheel for a custom build, and they said they could help me out. So let's talk about the specs a little bit. One big no-no in the Willys community is to put anything bigger or flashier than a stock wheel on a Willys. So I'm kind of breaking the rules because these are 18-inch wheels. So the diameter from bead to bead is 18 inches. But don't worry, they're still skinny. The width on these is 5.5 inches, so they're just a little bit bigger than 2A wheel and a little bit smaller than the wheel that I have on the FC. So they're 5.5 inches wide and 18 inches in diameter. When I talked to the guys at Wheelsmith, I told them what I was doing and what I needed, and they were really accommodating and just kind of helped me out with getting everything set up how I wanted. Being that it's 4-wheel drive, I needed the 4.25 inch bore, and then stock Jeep axles, they're 5 by 5.5. And then for back spacing, I wanted them dished outward as much as I could so that I don't have to run spacers. Because whenever you run disc brakes or bigger tires on a Willys, you end up needing wheel spacers, which I really want to try to avoid, especially up front. So we dished them out, I think it's 1.75 inch back spacing, so it's as far back as it can go. They are welded one-piece outer shell and then a one-piece hub center. So there's no riveting or anything like that if you want to go tubeless, which is what I plan to do with this setup. So it's just a really cool wheel. They can make pretty much anything from 15 inch all the way up to 18 inch. So if you're building a custom Jeep and you want to keep a somewhat stock look, call up the Wheelsmith. I talked to Terry. I don't know who else works there. Tell them you saw these on the Red Eye Garage, the Instagram guys' Jeep page, and you have questions. So if you even want just a stock wheel, a 16 by 5 or something like that, they can make them with whatever back spacing you want. This is the style they call the OEM. So it's pretty smooth, like a Willys wheel. I don't know if you can see that, but it has the little tabs here for the hubcap. They have one called a smoothie that looks really close to a Willys wheel. I'll put a picture up here, and that one doesn't have, I think the hubcap clips are on the inside. So that looks a little more like the Willys wheel. But just talk to them and they'll help you out. Here's a close-up look at the wheel. I painted them in gloss leather brown. I primed them with some 2K Eastwood urethane primer, and they're not perfect, but they're on a Jeep. They're going to get scratched up in no time. They punch out the valve stem holes for you. I drilled it out to the larger 5/8 size in case I want to put tubes in them. That TR15 style tube has the larger valve stem, but I'll put a 5/8 snap-in valve stem in these. Here's what the inside looks like. You can see there is a small safety hump on the outside, and then the inside bead, there's a little hump there, but it's not a big pronounced bump like some of the aftermarket aluminum wheels, but there definitely is one here. So I'm sure you're all dying to know what kind of tires I'm going to put on these, and you're going to have to wait and find out. I have them, and I'm getting ready to mount them. I did mount 2 of them, and I haven't really shown anybody yet. So it's kind of, I'm waiting for a reveal. I obviously want to do it outside. So I have a little bit more to do, but please follow along. Check out the Wheelsmith. I'll put their address, their website in the link below, and let me know what you think. So I think they're going to be really cool. I know they're against the norm going with 18s, but I can't do everything that everybody else is doing. Every now and then you got to mix it up. And if you follow Red Eye Garage, you know I like to do things other people haven't done. So hopefully you think these will be cool. I think they will be. And I can't wait for the warm weather to get here so I can get back out in the shop and start working more. So thanks for watching. Catch you later.